Good day, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at multiplication and division of fractions. The first question we are going to look at is simplify c squared minus cd over d squared minus de divided by d squared minus cd over cd minus ce. So let's start. Let me write the question again. C squared minus cd divided by d squared minus de divided by d squared minus cd over cd minus ce. Now, what are we going to do in this case? Now, the first thing we need to do here is to factorize this numerator. What is there? C squared minus cd. That is the numerator. C squared minus cd. Now, look for what is common. What is common is c squared minus cd. What is common? You will notice that c is common because you can see c here. There is c in c squared and there is c in cd. So bring that c out. Bring the c out. So when you bring the c out, because c is the common factor, how many c will remain here now? Don't forget, how many c are here? 2. That is c times c. C times c is c squared. Don't forget, c times c is c squared. So which means we're having 2 of them. So after bringing out 1 of them, it will remain how many? It will remain 1. So put the 1 here. That's c minus, now look at this cd also. We have c, we have d. We have brought out c. So it remain what? It remain d. So put d there. Okay? Now let's go to the denominator. For denominator, look at denominator also. What is common? You will notice that d is common because there is d here, there is d here, just like the numerator. So bring that d out. So it will remain how many d here? It remains only 1 d minus this one remain what? We have brought out this d. It will remain e. Right? Divided by, let's do the second side also like that. What's the common factor here? D is common. D is common. So bring that d out. It will remain how many d? 1 d minus this one remain what? It will remain c. It remains c. Divided by, what is common factor here? You notice that c is common, so bring that c out. This will remain d minus this one will remain e. Right? Now, you will notice the sign at the middle here is what? Division sign. Division sign, right? And in mathematics, when you have something like this, let's say 1 over a divided by 1 over b, what we usually do is that this 1 over b, the denominator will go up, numerator will come down. 1 over a, division will change to times, b will go up, 1 will come down. That is how we used to do it. Now, that is what we are going to do here also. Now, let's check it out. So, c into bracket c minus d divided by d into bracket d minus e. Division will change to times. Can you see that? Division will change to times. Now, the denominator will go up. C into bracket d minus e will go up, while d into bracket d minus c will come down. This one will come down. It will come down. Now, let's look at it. Do we have a value that can cut each other? Yes. D minus e will cancel d minus e. And also, if you look at it carefully, okay, let us write everything out first. C times c, that is c squared into bracket c minus d, that is c times c. C times c. C times c is c raised to power 2. So c squared into bracket c minus d divided by d times d, d squared into bracket d minus c. Now, you will notice something here, that there is c here, there is d here, there is d here, there is c here. The only difference is that This D is carrying minus. This D is carrying minus D. While the D here is carrying plus D. C here is carrying plus C, while C here is carrying minus C. So what are we going to do? You will notice that if you can multiply this one by minus, any one of them, numerator or denominator, multiply by minus. Let's multiply numerator by minus. You will see what will happen. Minus C square. So when you multiply by minus, the sign will change here. Plus C will change to minus C. Y minus D will change to plus D because of the introduction of that minus. Divided by D square into bracket D minus C. Now you will notice here that we can also rewrite this one inside the brackets minus C plus D as D minus C. We can write it as D minus C. Minus C plus D can also be D minus C. D minus C. Can you see that? Divided by D square into bracket D minus C. So you can see D minus C will cancel D minus C. So we are left with what? Minus C square over D square. That's the final answer, which can also be written as, you can also write it as minus C over D square. It can also be written like that. So if you leave it like this, you have gotten your answer. Now let's quickly go to the second question, which is a square minus 5, e square, sorry for that, e square minus 5e plus 6 divided by e square plus 2e minus 3 divided by 3e minus 9 over 2e square plus 6e. Now, what are we going to do here? The first thing, factorize the numerator here. You know, we have done factorization before. So let's factorize e square minus 5e plus 6. So when we factorize this, you can pause the video, do this one yourself. You know, you have done it before. Do it yourself and see whether you are going to get the answer that I'm going to get also. Now, multiply this by this. The first and the last term. The first term and the last term, multiply them together. That will give you 6e square plus 6e square. Now, what are the two values that when we multiply them together to give us 6, and when we add them together to give us minus 5? The two values are 3 and 2. Minus 3e minus 2e. So those are the two numbers we are going to use. So we are going to insert them here. The reason why I'm not explaining much here is because we have done it before. If you don't really understand it, you can go back to the video that explained that. So e square minus 3e minus 2e plus 6. Group them into 2. So what is the common factor here? E is common. So e into bracket e minus 3 minus 2. 2 is common because 2 can go in 2, 2 can go in 6, which means 2 is common. Into brackets e minus 3. So we have e minus 2, e minus 3 as the solution to e square minus 5e plus 6. Let's go to the denominator. In the denominator, we have e square plus 2e minus 3. Okay, so we have e square times minus 3. That's minus 3e square, right? Okay, so what are the two values? The two values are plus 3e minus e. So we have e square plus 3e minus e minus 3. Don't forget, I said if you don't really understand this, go back to the previous video that explained that. Group them into 2. The common factor here is e. So e into brackets e plus 3 minus the common factor. Nothing is common, but 1 is still common. Minus 1 into brackets e plus 3. So when nothing is common like that, 1 is common because 1 can go in E and 1 can go in 3. So we have E minus 1 and E plus 3. So that's the answer for the denominator. Now, for the numerator, what do we get? We got E minus 2, E minus 3, right? For denominator, we got E minus 1, E plus 3. Now, divided by, now look at this. What is the common factor here? 3E minus 9. 3E minus 9. What is the common factor? 3 is common. So bring that 3 out. It remains E minus 3 in 9. 3. Can you see that? Now, in the denominator, what is common? 2 is common because 2 can go in 2. 2 can go in 6. So bring that 2 out. Likewise, E also is common because there is E here, there is also E here. So bring that E also out. So in this place, 2E is common. So when 2 is common, what remains here? It remains E plus 3. Plus 3. Okay, so look at that. Now, what is the sign at the middle? The sign at the middle is division sign. So which means that we are going to change this division sign to times. And that will give us E minus 2, E minus 3 over E minus 1, E plus 3 times the denominator will go up. That is 2E into brackets E plus 3. Numerator will come down. 3 into brackets E minus 3. Right? So E minus 3 will cancel E minus 3. So what can we use to cancel again? E plus 3 cancel E plus 3. Anything again? Nothing. So in the numerator, we are left with 2E into brackets E minus 2, right? Divided by 3 into brackets E minus 1. So that is the final answer. So thank you for watching the video. Now let me give you the classwork. What you are going to do by yourself. You have to do it by yourself and get the answer. You do it by yourself and get the answer. The question is this: U squared plus 3U minus 10 divided by 3U squared plus 12U divided by, so that is the class work. Solve this question and drop the answer. So thank you for watching. Yeah.